So America's got to get to know this team a little bit because it's been a few years. So what is this team's identity?
I don't know. It's changed a lot for me over the last 3 years. Like we came in 5-11 and kind of didn't have an identity, and then I think last year we started finding that underdog, I guess you can say. So many close games we've been in to the last few years, and we just couldn't quite pull them out. And I don't know, whatever you want to call that. Just finishing the end of games, I think we finally found that. We finally found what we are, what we can do, and we're finally finishing those games.
That's what people are saying is so different between last season's Chargers and this season's. How did you guys get there?
I mean, when you lose, it drives you. And we've always been so close. We knew we had the pieces. We knew we could do it. And I think maybe it took a few more pieces. Maybe it just took more time together, more trust in each other, and just how hard we play together now. It's been a process. It doesn't happen overnight. So, but I mean, 3 years isn't too long of a time for that to happen. It's really happened pretty quick.
Well, they're certainly happy to have you back from injury. How would you describe your defense?
Scrappy, tough up front, going to get after you on third down. I mean, young, exciting. It's just fun defense to play with, and now we got a guy like Derwin James to play with, which is, I mean, just watching him, sometimes I'll just shake my head and be like, wow, because he's special. Everybody can see it, and I mean, playing with Melvin obviously on the other side, and then vets on the inside like Mebane. It's just a great combination. Since
Coach got here, what has Coach Lynn's message been?
He's had a lot of messages, but the one point I think has changed the most from the first year to these years is accountability. He keeps everybody accountable, and there was a lot of pointing fingers my first year here, and that's never good, and that's why we didn't win games. And when everybody's accountable for their own actions and people care about each other enough to call each other out, that's when you have something special.
As far as the emotional heartbeat of the team, who provides that?
A lot of guys. I mean, you got Brandon Mebane on defense, of course Phillip. I'm not much of a vocal leader in that sort, but I try to lead by example by my play. Yeah, I'd say on offense and defense, those are your two guys you're going to look to.
So last week, you're on the bench while Phillip's just throwing completion after completion. At what point did you notice something special was happening?
Well, I didn't really notice. I didn't know until somebody said he was 24 for 20. I heard 24 for 24, and I didn't put it together like he was. I was like, no way that. And then somebody told me, yeah, Phil's 24 for 24, and that was right before he threw the 25th to Keenan, right in the corner of the end zone. And we were just cheering 25. We were cheering him on for 25. It was unbelievable when I found it out. And I was giving him a hard time for missing the one pass at the end of the game. He said he just should have taken the sack.
Oh, easy for you to say.
Yeah. Right. Well, he said he wished he just took the sack. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone knew. I don't think he knew how many.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell Phillip how to do his job, that's for sure.
Would you rather that this team get more national attention, or do you prefer the under-the-radar route?
Honestly, I had a lot of attention at Ohio State, and I honestly don't mind being under the radar. It's about us. It's always just about us. And when we're kind of under the radar, that's all it is. You don't have a bunch of outside people coming in and that. It's just us, and just have the guy to your left and to your right. It's not about all the popularity and all this and that. So I kind of enjoy it, but of course it's going to come with winning. So obviously I want it because I want to win.
We talked about this a little bit earlier, but there's always been that feeling about the Chargers. So much talent on both sides of the ball, but they never quite get over the hump. Why might this year be different?
I mean, you never know, obviously, but I'd like to say this team's special because I feel it. I know what losing's like. I know what that team was like, and I think if we go into this week and we could really make a statement this weekend, and after that, I think we'll all believe, everybody else will believe along with us that we really have a chance this year.
The quote you said a while back, you said a few years ago, kind of felt like something was going to go wrong. When we go out to play now, we feel like we should dominate, and we do. Where does a feeling like that come from?
From winning, from pulling out those close games, Seahawks, Titans, games like that where it comes down to the wire against good teams, and you pull it out, where you just knew last year or the year before that something wrong was going to happen. We were going to lose on a missed kick, some ridiculous thing, and it happened almost every single time. And you'd just sit on the sideline, shake your head, can't even believe it. And now we just have this confidence that we know we can beat anybody, and we've showed that we can pull out those close games. So it just comes with time and winning.
And I know this is hard to quantify because you say, well, how do you get there? We get there by winning. But you got to win. Yeah. So do you have that mindset going into each game, or has it really just been, and you say, we know we're going to pull off a game, we know we're going to make a play. How do you get that sense? How do you get that knowledge?
Again, it's just by doing it. It's hard. It's hard to
chicken or egg.
Just having confidence in each other and making those plays and knowing that you've done it before. It just gives you the confidence that you can go out and do it again. But I think we all have supreme confidence in each other, and we never think that we're going to go out there and lose. So, yeah, I don't really have a better answer than you just have to do it.
Yeah, Philip's a little older than most of you guys. Waiting on his 9th child. So, where do you notice the age difference most with him?
We were joking about, me and Isaac were joking about on the bus to the airport yesterday. Donnie was up there, our punter, and he's 38 years old or whatever, and he's telling jokes up there just like he's the rest of us. And we were joking how the NFL's got to be the one place where you have people from 21 years old to 40 years old, and they all fit in perfectly, and it's just like one big happy family. So it's kind of funny how well all these guys get along. You'll have Melvin Ingram, Gates, and Casey and Phil, and they're all playing cards together. It's like they're best buds. So it's hard to even see that difference when we're all in a locker room setting together. But when you see him walk with his wife and his 8 kids, you can notice that his life's a little bit different than mine at this point.
A little different, yeah.
A little bit.
You planning on 9?
We were actually just talking about at breakfast this morning. No, I'm hoping 2. I think 2 is the magic number. One day.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
It's a good number.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.